Welcome, good morning everybody from the Kennedy Space Center. We are here waiting for a launch. In 1 hour and 6 minutes, we're gonna see a rocket launch here from the Kennedy Space Center. So I'm gonna go get my tickets, take you guys along. This could be fun. So it's $60 to get in here to the Space Center Museum after the launch. First, obviously, we had the launch. I wanna get some good seats. I'm really interested in what it's gonna feel like and sound like being, I don't know, 6 miles from where they're taking off. I don't know anything about the launch yet, so I'm gonna go wait in line and get our seats, and we'll find out what's going on today. So this is what they're calling the viewing area for ticket holders, people lining up. Not exactly sure where it's gonna go. Somewhere over here is where it'll take off. And again, this is a Falcon X rocket. It is going to have a GPS for the United States Navy going up. And good day for a launch, right? We're gonna be getting a closer look here later, hopefully. The ticket includes some bus tours as well. Not a very big turnout, but like I said, this launch has been scrubbed quite a few times. There's a screen here that's gonna show some information and a countdown later. I think it's gonna go up somewhere over here. Well, the launch has been delayed a little bit, about 50 minutes so far due to wind. Not wind here, but wind up there. There's still, once they start this 42-minute countdown though, we're probably gonna have a launch today. Like I said, it just got postponed. We'll just have to wait and see. A lot of people have walked away to go do indoor things. They seem to think the launch isn't gonna happen. But this is a 2-stage rocket launch, so there will be thrusters for like a minute, and then those will go off, and there'll be another one, and then a capsule to protect the GPS up there. I did bring my zoom lens. Since I've never been to one of these, I don't know what to expect. I'm gonna stay with the wide angle at least, because I think it'll show more of what's going on. So
today they are launching.
We'll see. So where we're at right now is about a 25 minutes to take off, but they also said that because of the high wind, they're gonna do the countdown as normal, but at 30 seconds to take off, it's a 50-50 chance. They can cancel it at 30 seconds, or they can go ahead and lift off based on the exact conditions at 30 seconds. So we've already fueled up. The fuel is negative 300 degrees in there, the jet fuel that they're using in there, and they have to wait till like the last minute to actually load it up. And then hopefully we'll be seeing a launch.
So let me suggest our visitor complex today is.
That's the way NASA is, though. They scrubbed it. It's too nice in Florida. No, it's too windy way up there. So I'm only here one day. That's just the way it happens. I thought I'd get lucky. Thought I'd see a launch. There's lots to see here, included in that ticket. So let's go around and check out Kennedy Space Center today. Ooh, nice. We'll have to get on a bus to go see some stuff because this place is so big. Let's walk through the gift store. I do need to get a NASA magnet. Ooh. Lots to choose from. I think that's my favorite one. That'll be my first NASA scrub magnet. Well, this is the line for the buses. Much longer lines than Disney. And now more lines. It's just...
My name's Harry. I'll be your escort for our ride out to Apollo Saturn V. Okay? The launch this morning was scrubbed, obviously, the SpaceX Falcon 9. I think they're going to try again tomorrow morning. That'd be like the 5th or 6th day trying to get that launch up. Yeah, they had computer issues and then weather, and it was weather again today. High wind got them today. So I'll get my seat and we'll be heading out.
They'll try again tomorrow, but it's $60 to get back in again, so.
That's where the astronauts, family and friends watch launches from, guys, right up there. They do that so they can keep the media away from the family. That's very important.
Apollo Saturn V Center.
When I was a kid, I used to dream about flying through space.
So they've recreated Mission Control for 1968. get a load of those engines. Wow, that's impressive. It's amazing that this even fits inside this building. Over here they've got some old newspaper clippings. There's Men Walk on Moon from St. Louis. 1968, Snoopy the astronaut. So you can see people walking around to get an idea for how big stage 1 is there. And then here's where it would separate for stage 2. So here we have the lunar module here. This is what they used to land on the moon. And then the bottom part stayed on the moon, and this got them back. Of course, they've got food and snacks underneath the module. And stage 3 here. So we got the service module right here for storage and cargo and stuff. And again, there's the capsule. That's the one that would have got them back to Earth with the parachute over the water. So this old GMC looking RV ambulance is how they transported the astronauts. I think we can look in on the back door here. Astronaut van. Pretty cool place. Nice little Apollo 1 memorial here inside for the 3 astronauts that lost their lives. Just like driving in an RV, right?
Yeah, we'll do that one.
Here is a lunar module cockpit example. Some of those controls look familiar to the Apollo 13 movie. Again, cozy. Here's a moon buggy meant for the moon.
And they're calling it a lunar scoop.
Here's some examples of moon boots, a space suit, and a helmet down there. From Apollo 14, they saved the used capsule. You know, when it's re-entering the Earth's atmosphere, it got burnt up. Here's what it looks like now, after being burnt up. Wow. That's amazing. Just stepped outside for some fresh air. You know, even without the actual rocket launch today, this is still worth $60 just to look around. I mean, it was funny. I was wondering why everyone was leaving when they said, oh, it's high winds up there, but we're still going to take off. And then like half the people left. I was like, guys, they said it's still on. They're going to... No, they canceled it with 30 seconds left on the clock. So, and the guy next to me said this is his 12th time coming to a launch that's been canceled, scrubbed. So I guess it's really common. Like it's never like scheduled. That's why not a whole lot of people actually get to see a launch, because you just keep coming back every other day. But no, this is a really cool place. I highly recommend it. It's a cool facility. And next up, Atlantis. You can go check it out inside here.
126 million miles. Atlantis, welcome home.
I've always wondered how big it really is in person. It's like almost so close you could touch it too. I was like one of the first people out here. Wow. Looks like it's made of paper mache. Very impressive. Wow. I smell jet fuel. So this is in its state from its last mission here in this museum here. And check out the bottom of Atlantis, covered in tiles. Those are those ones that will break if you touch them, but they're really good for heat. And here's a Hubble, which would have fit inside the Atlantis. This one's all put together. Why do you need that heat protection? Because you're falling at 17,000 miles per hour. Yeah. Okay, and here's that Canada control arm, which is being manned by someone in the aircraft. You can see his boots latched onto it so he can work and not be blown out into space. I think if we do an engine swap on Yoda, we'd get a few more horsepower with this bad boy, huh? I mean, who doesn't want 37 million horsepower, right? We're now standing underneath the shuttle here, in case you're wondering how big it is. It's pretty cool they brought it into this building, but it's huge. Here's the tires on the shuttle. These are used tires from space, and they can carry 3 times the capacity of a 747 tire on an airplane. So they'll get the job done. And an Astro van carrying the astronauts to the launch pad. It's a little bigger than the one in the other building. It's an Airstream type looking GMC. How cool is that? Oh man, put that on the road. Look at this, guys. I'm orbiting with one hand. So surprisingly, just like SeaWorld, there's a lot to do here at Kennedy Space Station at NASA. A lot to do. We're hungry, and I got to get back to Jack's. I don't like leaving him too long, so we're going to go find some food. My buddy Lucas has a spot down near Cocoa Beach we're going to go try out. Some lunch grub. The restaurant is right on the beach. With sand and the water. So we're trying out Pelican's Bar and Grill here. Cool restaurant and a view of the Atlantic Ocean. Got a soda here and looked at the straw. I was like, this is kind of a weird looking straw, right? Like, is it biodegradable cardboard or something? No, they use pasta for straws here because we're on the beach and they don't want to like harm the wildlife, the pelicans and other stuff out there in case the wind blows your straw out onto the beach. Pretty cool. And lunch is here. I got the fish and chips on their menu here. But those are my clean clothes that I haven't folded yet. You're keeping them warm until I fold them? Thanks for your help, Jax. That's so kind of you. Well, it's the next morning and I'm here in Orlando, so I'm testing out a new sewer hose here. I have a problem with my bumper where it's stored though, actually. The reason why I've always carried around this smaller one, which doesn't reach anywhere, is because the bumper that holds the hose right there is a problem. It's kinked in and every hose stops right there, so I only have about 2 feet to really maneuver there. I need to get a new bumper, which is basically just a bolt-on bumper. So I'll get one later. But this is my little campground. I thought it was going to have a little more trees. It's a little more open than I expected. But let me get a few things together and then I'll show you down by the main area down there. Oh, and also, ironically, this morning, the Falcon X9 thing, it launched on like the 7th attempt. Right up there, you could kind of see it this morning. I didn't film it because it was just a tiny little speck, but there's some non-copyright video that I can show, so you'll see that right now. Tennis courts and more tennis courts and shuffleboard. They're playing shuffleboard over there. Another mini putt-putt golf course here and a pool. Well, several pools. I mean, there are 4 different pools. There's 2 pools right there and saunas. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm just using it for the parking mostly. I'm going to take the bike out and go see a movie. Actually, I'm going to be going to Disney Springs AMC. I signed up for their A-list thing, which I mean, I just signed up, so I'm not gonna preach it. But if you think about it, you get up to 3 movies a week all month for only $20. So up to 12 movies a month in an AMC movie theater for $20 a month. And my first ticket that I just bought tonight to go see a movie was $16.95 for one ticket. So you pay it back within 2 movies every month, and I like to see movies. So gonna go take the motorcycle back down to Disney Springs tonight, which is really convenient. It's like 8 miles away from this campground. That's exactly why I wanted to do this kind of stuff. So also my eyes, yeah, I had talked about swelling in that eye coming back to me. I'm actually on my 3rd round of antibiotics, guys. Just wanted to let you know I am still battling this. It is still a virus, a bacterial infection virus of my eyes that's being treated. 3rd round of antibiotics, and it is much better right now. I don't know if you can see, much better than it's been in the past, but still working on it with the eye drops and the cream 2 times a day. So doing what I can do. But anyway, from Jackson and I, we'll see you back down. We'll be doing something totally different in Florida for the next little bit here. Excited to share it with you, but have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.